Well, good morning, YouTubers. It's February 10th, 2026. This is my Oriole Model 7 radio. I restored this, I believe, about 11 years ago. I made one video on it. I'm going to do one more tune-up. I like to put my radios on the bench now and then just to play around with them to see how they work. And so this time I have the Oriole up there. I'd like to find an Oriole Model 8, but I think that one might be a bit hard to find. Oriole radios are a little bit rare. They were made by the WK Electric Company in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and I don't think they were in business for a very long time. I don't know how many of these radios they sold, but these radios are a little bit more on the rare side, not ultra rare, but hard to find. I still would like to find an Oriole Model 8, but let me start tuning this radio up. This radio has a regenerative function on it with this knob, so let's just see how it tunes up.
Like many other people, we have boundaries, we have personal space, and for somebody to just assume that they can come up and rest their hands on my head, that's... Somebody close to the home, and he's talking about, well, no, on the list, they advanced 60 at the door. I just wrote these go to scholarships for deserving graduating high school seniors in the receiving community. For tickets, phone 662-880-4060. Temperatures well above average Thursday and Friday with highs from the upper 30s to the mid 40s. Chance of snow Thursday. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley.
Be a tough negotiator. It's like, this is basic stuff. Tech and stuff. All right, let's talk about the money of a big organization now that's descended into American public schools, including in Wisconsin, and obviously in Minneapolis. They're taking...
Nothing about this. In a couple of weeks, hopefully they're done by then. This one from the 414. Robbie, you are spot on with this crap about tanking. You must get top 4 or 5 picks this to make a difference. Which percentage is just not high enough to make that worthwhile? 6 to 10 picks is nothing. We need to show, gee, I think we need all that kind of stuff. And yeah, some of it you're not going to know until you do it. But I continue to see this drama. What this says to me, well, if I'm on city council, I'm just getting tired of this. And I'm just going to...
You're not going to hit one. You're not going to get a run around. You're always going to talk to somebody live.
It's really important to me how business is run, and I appreciate the integrity that Scott Ferguson.
It's not only the perfect symbol of a lifetime commitment, it's an incredibly beautiful diamond pendant. $238. The Kissing Heart diamond pendant is part of at Kessler's.
It's funny that some stations don't respond to the regenerative, other ones do. It's very strange.
That's your legal minutes, brought to you by Andrew Weir from Habish Care. If you want a loved one has been injured, visit Habish.com or call 262-4900 to reach them. Feel myself go with us, too. Yeah. The year before I lost the bet, so I had to get the hair talk in my head. Yeah, you had to get the hair. The next year I won the bet, and somehow I still ended through the post line. But it is for a great cause. I was happy to do it. He wanted to come. That's what he wanted. And then Lance showed up in a wetsuit. I'm like,
communication. Can we talk about it when it's good, like this couple did? My kids would always talk about it when it's good, because it's easier to talk about it. Well, it's actually
pretty cool. I wasn't sure what
yeah, did you guys bang? Why did I hang out without you? I was here, like, Tyler leaves a little bit earlier than us. I was still here, and he...
Wow. Make a deposit.
Yeah. So it's just $238. It's still one of the most expensive things in the collection. I'm buying the two-tone...
Now at 800-900-8000 and find out how you can get a tax and penalty-free rollover for a portion of your retirement funds for 2026. Results vary. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-900-8000.
We're free because I feel like when I grew up in North Carolina, people were still looking back towards people felt they were free because even though we had some, lots of restrictions,
when it said all 300 units, insurance, pharmacy, and management of drug benefits were expected to grow this year. Meanwhile, Coca-Cola believes it'll win over consumers by moving away from full-calorie sodas and
Yeah, the regenerative has no effect on that station. Oh, there we go.
Hide or escapes at somebody else. Others question where optional ended. Somebody posted, how much longer till the always on remote AI capability?
happening with the Bears at Arlington Heights. Illinois, Cam Buckner, who's going to be on the afternoon show at 4 o'clock, by the way. You won't want to miss that on Spiegel and Holmes. He'll give us some more explanation. Cam Buckner has been outspoken about this. And 24 and 54 minutes past each hour. On the Audio on your home, Black News, the Black Information Network. Here's the Black News that matters in 30 minutes on the Black Information Network. Chicago's BIN.
Your voice, your city, your BIN.
On Nicole.
Visit 1017truthAwards.com to learn more. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee Town Express and Milwaukee Bus, Roofers, Steinhausen, Cousin Sons, and 3rd Street Market Hall. Come celebrate with us on Friday, February 20th at the Truth Community Awards from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Do not miss out on the best community awards event of the year. Month, yes, it's a and walked away with the program. Here's a cool story. Went on a trip, all inclusive, didn't gain any weight on my vacation. How about that? They own the secret, they'll retrain, reset the metabolism to 1 pound of fat every day.
And also, is this something you want back? And knowing that the functionality might look different, and that there's not just one way for pleasure, there's not just one way to masturbate, there's not just one way to engage with your lover, there's all sorts of different ways, and sometimes we use different tools. Those tools might be
grotesque line. And you want to hear what the real Trump Epstein...
I'm on a long wire antenna, so it picks up a lot of electrical interference.
The document that was revealed last night. And their complaint says that this particular attorney likely violated the ethics rules in presenting this by not telling the judge about something called the Privacy Protection Act of 1980.
So I think I've run out of stations on the dial. Yeah, that's about it. So that's my Oriole Model 7. Very nice radio. I really like this radio. It's one of my favorites. I restored it about 10 or 11 years ago. Bought it at a ham radio swap fest. Very nice radio. I hope you enjoyed watching the tune-up.